You can be in the middle of a party, surrounded by people, laughing, talking, sharing moments, and yet feel completely alone. It's not a sad feeling, not really empty either. The word is unseen. And the strangest part, the part that really makes no sense, is that you feel lonelier with friends than when you're actually by yourself. Most people assume this points to depression, but psychology suggests something else is happening. What you are experiencing isn't a lack of people, it's a lack of emotional connection. This deep loneliness isn't really about physical isolation, it's about emotional misattunement, that painful gap between who you are on the inside and the person you're allowed to be around others. You know the feeling. You sit at the table, you play your role, you smile at the right moments, you laugh at the right jokes. But something in you, a core part of you, stays quiet, hidden, uninvited to the conversation. Your nervous system knows this truth long before your conscious mind is willing to admit it. In psychology, this is called relational disconnection. When your relationships are socially active but emotionally absent, you're present but you are not felt. Often, this begins early in life. Think back. If you grew up feeling like you needed to be easy or fun or low maintenance just to belong, you learned a difficult lesson, that love was conditional. You were accepted for your performance, not for your depth. So you adopted. It was a survival skill. You became agreeable. You became supportive. You mastered the art of being the listener, or the jokester, or the stable one that everyone else could rely on. But in the process of becoming all those things for other people, no one learned you. And now, as an adult, that same pattern follows you right into your friendships. So when that familiar ache shows up, it's not because you're broken. You feel lonely because the version of you that needs connection, the real, unfiltered you, was never invited into the room in the first place. Your body senses this mismatch. It's a gut feeling, a tension you can't quite name. And that's why the loneliness shows up so intensely during connection, not after. It's a real-time signal that what's happening on the outside doesn't match what's happening on the inside. You're not missing people. You're missing emotional resonance, that feeling of being truly seen, of having your inner world acknowledged. And until that specific feeling is named, until that need is understood, you'll keep wondering why company, which is supposed to be the cure, only makes the loneliness louder. Here's the part that brings clarity. Loneliness around friends often means you're emotionally outgrowing the relationships you're in, not because your friends are bad, but because the bond was formed around a version of you that no longer exists. Psychologists call this role-based attachment, when relationships survive because you keep playing the role that keeps the group comfortable, the funny one, the reliable one, the one who never needs too much. But depth changes the cost of connection. The more self-aware you become, the harder it is to tolerate shallow attunement. You don't want constant reassurance. You want to be recognized. This is why small talk feels exhausting, why group settings drain you, why you leave social events feeling more disconnected than before. Your nervous system is craving co-regulation, the experience of being emotionally met, not just socially included. And here's the truth most people avoid. Some friendships survive on familiarity, not intimacy. And familiarity can feel safe, but deeply lonely. This doesn't mean you should cut people off. It means you need differentiation, the ability to stay connected without abandoning yourself. Healthy connection sounds like, I can be here as I am. I don't have to shrink to belong. I don't need to perform to be accepted. Start small. Share one honest thought, one real emotion, one unscripted truth. Notice who leans in and who goes quiet. Loneliness isn't a personal flaw. It's feedback. It's your psyche telling you, you're ready for deeper connection. And when you listen to that signal, the loneliness begins to lose its power. Not because you found more people, but because you finally allowed yourself to be seen.